Mm, well, in my church, music is not considered to be a business entity. It's when you're doing music, gospel music in my church, you are simply working for God.
Yeah, this is Kelly Zedem, Kelly Guchalo, one of the prolific singers around Zambia. Kelly Guchalo, peace. Muya brother, I see you, man.
Atipalia wewe mpenda na wewe ufire waibika pozona waibelieve amofye zona nayo kuti waimba zona nabalanda kale ku outro kuliati. What were you saying again?
One of the prolific singers.
Why are you putting one of? Why can't you say the only one?
No, I don't want to feel like I'm the only one there.
Okay.
Because I know there are other prolific singers.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. That would disrespect bigger people that I know that are good singers.
Welcome on the show. First time having you on Yatu Vibes on Prime TV.
Thank you.
I love what I heard, and I'm like, yo, man, I feel like you have the vocals. I've been checking out what you've been posting on your social media.
Yeah.
Great content, by the way.
Thank you.
But let's talk about your name. This is where it's getting all a bit twisted.
Oh,
where you are Kelly Zedem. There's KLK from Malawi.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many Ks. Who is Kelly Zedem?
Kelly Zedem is a rising star in the Zambian industry. That is music industry. So, all right, I'm from a musical family, so to say. My father used to play guitar and sing as well. My mother used to sing in a church choir. Yeah, I think all my brothers can sing, but not recording. It's only me who has taken it personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how is it going for you so far? The support system from your family.
Well, my family is actually happy that I'm taking this step. They are all in support. I have their full support, especially my mother.
Okay.
Yeah. I have their support. So, yeah.
Let's talk about how the industry itself is treating you so far. How are you finding it? Getting there, making all this networking. I know you have some networking already, but making them understand, saying, I also want to take this path as an artist. I want to push my agenda, also seeing on how things are going to move.
Yeah. As you know, I'm sure you have an idea of how the industry works. It's hard for an upcoming to like interact with established artists. It's very hard, but I have at least a good number of friends that are big now, that have made it big. We were young together. We started music together. By the way, I used to do gospel music. So yeah, so that time we met with some of the artists that I know that are happening now. They were doing secular. I was doing gospel. So we were like that, and then they made it big in secular. I was still struggling in gospel. So yeah, but at the moment, I just have to understand to say, Wayango will never promote my cab. So at the end of the day, music is business. So if I have to have a way out, I have to make sure I push for myself. I don't.
That example you're just from giving, I'm thinking to myself right now. That makes sense. So you're saying an artist can promote a fellow artist?
There are that do that. I would mention one. The big man, an American soldier, T-Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, T-Boy is from my place actually, Chibombo. So we.
So you're born and bred from Chibombo?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I was born in Kafiwe, but then I think I've spent most of my life in Chibombo. Yeah, that's where I grew up. That's where my mother was working from. So that's where I actually had to meet T-Boy and the rest of his family. Yeah. So, you know, I contacted him after dropping my song. So I was like, a big man, I'm doing this also. So yeah, he put me on his page, on his StreamYard. Then we had an interaction there with his followers and stuff. So he's a rare gem. There are a few that would do that for someone, especially an upcoming who has just done dropped one song. Yeah, I think there are not many that would do that in the.
Let's talk about the part where you mentioned about you switching from gospel to secular music now. My first question is, how did your family take it, knowing the fact that you want to take another different type of secular music?
Yeah, maybe before we even get to my family, myself.
And also yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I'm one person who loved gospel music. Like on several occasions, I've been approached by one of the biggest artists in Zambia. He has approached me several times to say, my brother, you have talent and you can do well in secular music. Yeah, it's good working for God, but at the end of the day, you need to make a living out of your talent.
Don't you feel you can make a living in gospel? Sorry, I'm catching you, but I want to get something somewhere. Don't you feel you can still...
So yeah, gospel, to some, it works. It works out, to some.
How does it feel for you?
Well, in my church, music is not considered to be a business entity. It's when you're doing music, gospel music in my church, you are simply working for God. So, for example, there's a crusade somewhere for a week.
Mm-hmm.
They'll ask you, what's your budget? Imagine you're going to spend a week that side, abandoning everything. Then you give them maybe, let's say, a 5,000. It's hard. They'll say maybe you are overcharging and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But then there are bills to pay. There are bills to pay. You need to pay rentals. You need to buy food. I have a family. I have a wife. I need to provide. You understand? But you find that it's really hard for me to, because I'm investing all my resources into music because I love music, and then I'm not getting anything out of it. And check on the streams how much gospel is streamed. Let's say the church is not supporting, quite all right. The church is not giving you enough money, like for you to sustain, like to sustain yourself. Check how much gospel is streamed. I think there are a few people that do stream. So basically, you don't get enough funds out of it so that you can at least provide for your family or even for yourself. Yeah.
Don't you feel you can change the narrative yourself by maybe doing gospel music, but still... Okay, I don't know what I'm asking, but I'm trying to find out from you. So if you make enough money from secular music, does it mean that you have to go back to gospel music? I feel like that's like a right question. I want to put it like that.
Bro, I've been doing gospel for over 10 years now. There's nothing that I can point at to say I bought this out of gospel music. Nothing. So it's hard to sell gospel music because people simply don't want to buy or support gospel music. I don't know whether it's boring, I don't understand, but then it's just that's the fact. Yeah.
My question still remains, does it mean that when you make enough money from secular music, you're still going back to gospel?
I don't think so.
How do you perceive a gospel artist? Don't you feel it's a calling?
Yeah, it is. It's a calling. It's a calling. It's a calling.
So why would you not go back to gospel?
I would rather go and worship. Just worship normal, like a mere church member. Like I do go to church. I think that is enough. I think that's okay. I would rather just go and worship, but not going back into gospel music. Because of what money? Not really that.
I'm trying to get your point.
Not really that. Yeah. I'm looking at how people look at people who do conscious music. Like they call it secular music. I'm doing conscious music where I communicate to people that are broken, people that are depressed and stuff. So I call it conscious music. So now, this conscious music, I can talk about anything, like life, like anything in life. It's different. Gospel restrict me to talking about God, the second coming of Jesus. That's gospel. Like they don't. We don't in gospel. We don't normally talk about our livelihood, like what people are going through, what people are facing in their daily lives. We want to focus on the second coming of Jesus, and yet there is living on earth.
I'm here to get to find out from the likes of Pompey, the likes of Ephraim, the likes of Ebo Chungu, how they have been surviving. I love that you're bringing out this conversation, realistic conversation. You're being honest with yourself. I love realistic conversation with no pretense in between whatsoever. Now let's talk about your brand new song.
Yeah.
Now as a secular artist, I'm putting that.
Yeah.
What type of songs are you now dropping that you feel like the public out there that are watching this show needs to know about you?
The type of music that I'm about to put out there, it really has to do with what people really are going through, because a lot of people, some are now abusing drugs because of maybe their life experience and stuff. Mm-hmm. So they need maybe a word that would encourage them not to give up on anything that they've been planning to do since their childhood and stuff, because some have changed direction, like they've changed direction because of what they've encountered in life. Yeah. So don't give up because of maybe what you meet along the way. That's just something that you have to pass through and focus on what you are intended to do in life.
Kelly ZM, so that's your brand new song that we're just from seeing on the screen right there. You collaborated with Prince Love.
Yeah.
What's the future for you this year? Your brand new song is out. We're about to premiere it right on Prime TV. What else are we expecting from you 2024?
So 2024, I've already recorded with Triple M. And the song may drop anytime soon. So 2024, I'm just trying hard to work on my brand. Yeah, trying to be recognized as an artist. Yeah, somebody who's existing in Lusaka. There's somebody in Lusaka by the name Kelly ZM, who is also good in, who is a good vocalist. Yeah, so that's what I'm that's what I'm fighting for, like recognition. Yeah. So 2024, I'm working on my brand. I'm working on, I think, on good pieces of music. So
nice.
That, yeah. I believe I'm unique, and I've got a unique way of singing. Yeah, that makes me different from others. So at least my listeners will have a reason why they should play my music. Yeah. So I'm not trying to emulate anyone. I'm not trying to sing like that person or this other person. I'm trying to sing like Kelly. Like there's me that nobody can change. That's what I'm trying to put out there.
We wish you all the best. Thank you very much for coming through. Amazing song, amazing visual that I just saw right there. It's showing on your screen right here on Prime TV. So we're talking to Kelly ZM, and we will come in the industry. I'm happy that we had the conversation with you right here. Thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you.
So we should have another conversation, maybe after a while, just to get to find out how it's going for you. Hope you are not going to give up if you find that you're not making money also in secular music. But we're here to find out about that more into details right there.
Sure.
So Kelly was our guest as well, right on Prime TV on Yacht Vibes.